So what up guys, how you guys doing? And today's video is going to be about back to school. Now back to school is right around the corner, okay? Maybe I got 1 more week or 2 more weeks. So for people out there that are still celebrating their summer holidays, spend it well, I tell you. Spend it well because you're going to really miss these until Christmas. And yeah, maybe until Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's when you're really going to get another nice week of long break, but that doesn't matter. But right now, as you're watching this video, just remember, you have limited time till your school starts. Probably, maybe your school even started, maybe it didn't, I don't know. So you know what, spend it well until you have it, and then that's it. Back to school, back to the books, back to all that good stuff. Yay. Okay, so today's video is going to be based on back to school. Now, there's lots of things I wanted to say, but you know, I'm just gonna say what I remember right now. First of all, you don't need that many supplies, okay? I know when I was in, I'm going to 10th grade this year. When I was in maybe 9th, maybe I was in 8th or 9th grade, or maybe, you know what, when I was in 6th or 7th grade, what I used to do, I would buy so many stuff for school. But you know what's weird is that, okay, binders and folders, you could use that, but you know what? Sometimes you think, oh my god, I spend so much money every year on buying new things, okay? So why do that? Instead, what you should do is reuse the stuff for next year. Try to keep the binders, pens and pencils, that doesn't matter. Binders, folders, composition books. Like if you have still like maybe some, like if the composition book is like 100 pages and maybe you used up like maybe 30 or maybe 60 and you still have that other 40 or whatever other 70 or whatever other pages, and reuse it, and maybe that could just come in handy for that year, okay? Don't buy stuff again that you don't really need. Reuse stuff. Sometimes we have things but we don't want to use them. That's the problem with us human beings. Sometimes we have something but we don't want to use it, you know? We just want new, okay? And that's one tip you can save money right there, because you know what? You don't want to waste your money on new stuff when you already have stuff. And you know what number 2 is? Oh, you're like, you need a special professional school pen. No, you don't. You can even use a bank pen. You could even use a pen from some bank, or I don't know, some office, or from a college, and use it. No one cares. No one gives a crap, really. No one cares on what kind of pen you use. No one cares what kind of pencil use, except on Scantrons and things like that, where you really need a number 2 pencil. And then they're like, I'll give you a number 2 pencil, don't use that pencil. You need a number 2 pencil for those kind of things, or you need a black or blue pen. But instead of that, or instead of all of that stuff, and besides all of that, you can use any pen or pencil you want. I've even heard, I don't care what you write in it, pencil, pen, or blood. Okay, so really it goes up to that extent where your teachers even tell you, I don't even care if you write in blood, it has to be readable so the teacher can read it, so you can use blood, I guess. Okay. You're just gonna be expecting more stuff. Like in the summertime, you're used to just sitting and sleeping and just slacking off the whole break, and you could do what the heck you want to do. But you know what happens when you have to go to school? This is what happens. You go to school, okay, and then you gotta start working, and you gotta like get ready, and what you gotta do is, this is what you gotta do. You gotta be used to waking up 7 in the morning. Now let's talk about waking up. I don't want to make this too long. Let's really make this video kind of short, maybe 4 to 5 more minutes. Waking up in the morning. You really don't want to wake up in the morning. In summertime, you don't really have to wake up. You can wake up whenever you want. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But 6 is kind of overboard, but you can go 12, 1, 2, whatever you want. PM, okay? So you gotta wake up really early in the morning, okay? And sometimes what I feel like, I don't know if you feel like this, but I'll tell you about myself. I don't like eating breakfast really early in the morning, like 6 or 7 p.m. 6 or 7 a.m. That's not p.m., a.m. Okay? Number 2, you're not really used to the things that are happening, you know? Like, for example, you're bombarded with so much work, okay? In summertime, you're not even bombarded with a single piece of paper because you got no school, bruh. You got no school. And that's the great thing about summer break. But when you're back to school, bruh, you got so much work to do. And you better finish it by the time the next day of school comes. So, woot woot. Okay? Doing that. And then sometimes it's maybe the school lunch sucks. Okay? Yeah, you should be thankful that at least you have something. Other people don't even have anything. And this and that. Yeah, we get that point. But let me just rant about a little about the school lunch. Bruh. The school lunch is so bad. You know why? It doesn't even have good taste. I'd rather have my mom's homemade good food and I can eat that and I'm good to go, bro. My mom's hamburgers, my mom's rice, my mom's this, my mom's that, my mom's dishes, my mom's this, I'd rather just eat that instead of eating things that I don't like. Okay? You might eat their fries, it might be too salty. You might eat their chicken nuggets, it might not taste so well. You might like eat their hamburgers, maybe this is wrong, that is wrong, okay? But homemade food is the best food that you can do, okay? In summertime, pretty much you can do what the heck you want. But in school, you have to do what that you gotta do, you know? And sometimes you don't like a subject, but guess what? You gotta go through that subject. For example, if you don't like math, you're gonna have to stay through that class because that's part of your curriculum, or that's part of your class, or that's part of your system, or that's part of your school life, okay? And that's pretty much it. And then once you're into school, blah 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 blah, maybe 1 or 2 months in, then you're like, yay, 8 more months. And I've heard a lot of people say, I can't wait for summer break, bro. School has just started. What the heck are you talking about, bro? School has just started. So, just remember, guys, school is good for you. And at the end, you might say, oh, school is this and that. But just remember that school does help you out, okay? If you do a good education, you might get into a good job. And if you get into a good job, pretty much your life's good, I guess. Okay, so school is good for you. And remember, if you just try a little more hard, the more you try hard, the more efforts will show, and the more success probably you will have. And I just want you to remember that. Because if you remember that, you could go a long way in life. A long way, guys. A long way. And that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, school might be sometimes boring, sometimes might be stressful, sometimes might be this, sometimes might be that. But guess what? School is school, you know? And you have to go to it. You can't deny the fact. You can't just not go to school, okay? You could still go to school and have bad grades, but try harder. This year, make an impact. You know, this is where I'm going to end my video. 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Make an impact. I'm not going to try this. I'm not going to try to make this 10 minutes or longer. I'm going to try to make it less than 10 minutes. Make this school year a better school year. Maybe try harder in one of the subjects that you did last year. Maybe if you did bad in math, try this year. Do better. If you knew things that you did last year were wrong, apply the differences and do whatever calculation, blah, 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 blah. And look at the mistakes that you did last year. And then apply it to this year and do the corrections this year. And hopefully, if you try that, bruh, I promise you, depending on you how you do it, but if you really, really, really try hard, you will get to that level that you really, really want to if you try hard. Sometimes you think you tried hard, but you haven't tried enough to get to that level. So you need to try harder to get to that level. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you want me to do another video like this, or you have any other recommendations for me to do, please don't hesitate. Tell me right in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to do that. And thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. First of all, thanks for watching this video. It's really greatly appreciated. And second, subscribe, like, comment, and last of all, share, and do all that good stuff. And thank you.